Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Come on. I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Come on inside of the StreamYard room. Let's get into this conversation about you don't know what you don't know. I want you to put that in the chat. You don't know what you don't know. My name is Deneen Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It is the #1 training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. And how do you do that? By building your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. So you don't know what you don't know. That's the conversation that we're going to have today. Hey, Sissy, thank you so much for the red dress. Thank you so much for sharing. We're going to unpack this conversation together, right? I have some things jotted down, but I've been in deep thought because remember, reflection is healthy, right? Put that in the chat. Reflection is healthy. And I've been thinking about like, how do I really want to serve? How do I want to make a difference in the world? How do I want to impact people? And I've been receiving tremendous feedback from some of my past clients, like just reaching out, wanting to see what program they could participate in. I received an email the other day. From one of my past clients just telling me how thankful they are for what I had poured into them and how it has helped them on their journey and entrepreneurship and the things that they're creating and developing. And it's exciting, right? And I tend to wonder like what is preventing more of that to happen and to take place. And I really believe is the impact that I'm making. Put it in the chat. It's all about the impact. It's all about the impact, right? It's not that I'm not making a impact, but am I making the impact that will cause people to notice or to talk about it? Right. I'm super thankful. My sissy was just telling me the other day how her and a coworker was talking about something that I shared about, resistance, whatever it is that you resist, persist, right? So there's things that people are talking about in the conversation or things that I may have said, right? And they may have even see it as advice, right? In one of my trainings, I heard, you might be given a lot of advice, but you're not sharing yourself, right? You're not enrolling people. You're giving advice. And so today I'm going to take a stab at really sharing with you, and hopefully you can get this conversation about you don't know what you don't know. So as I was walking today, hey Linda, how you doing? So good to see you. As I was walking today, so every day that I get up, I may take off maybe a day or two over the weekend, but I get up and I do 3.5 miles around my neighborhood. And it takes me a little bit over an hour to do that. And on my walk today, I started listening to an audiobook. This is my second time listening to it. It is called The 3 Laws of Performance. Put it in the chat. Audiobook, The 3 Laws of Performance. Just put it in there because somebody might come back, watch the replay, and hear me talking or see in the chat that we're talking about the 3 laws of performance. It was something that I listened to during the training program that I was in this past year. And here's what the first law was talking about and was referencing is that people really don't get your world. Put it in the chat. People don't get my world. And this is how the conversation going to go. So when I tell you to put it in the chat, these are your notes. Write your notes down. People don't get my world. Like people don't get my world. So in order for people to actually impact or change or transform, hey Missy, so happy that you are here. They really got to get how the world occurs for them. Now I get it. I get that may be a terminology you're not used to. So how is their viewpoint of the world? See, I can give a certain scenario or situation. I can see it one way, you can see it another way. And both ways are valid. Like everybody's point of view is valid. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why your point of view is just as valid as mine is because you say so. Put it in the chat. It's all because I say so. So, whatever that thing is in your life that's persisting, that you're in a cycle, and like maybe you're doing well for a couple of months and then you revert back. Like for me, it's my weight. I don't know what it is for you. Put it in the chat, whatever it is. But the conversation that I have around my weight is I'm always struggling with my weight. Like I've always struggled with my weight. I may have even mentioned that inside this group. I've always struggled with my weight. So that's a belief system that I believe I always struggle with my weight. So because I believe that I always struggle with my weight, regardless of what I do that may work for several years, 2 years, 3 months, or whatever, do you get that the natural thing that will show up, that will happen, that will manifest is that the weight will come back and I will struggle with my weight. If you understand what I'm putting down, I need you to put in the chat, I understand. Just put in the chat, I understand. I understand. So, what I want you to do is look at your life, at the cycles or the things that's persisting that you're repeating. Because, see, you don't know what you don't know. So, right now, hopefully, I'm shining light on why you can't get out of this hole, why you can't make a difference in this area, why this area cannot be different than what you say it is. Because you got to get that whatever you say is the creative power, right? It is the thing that will come to pass. That's why you have to rewrite your future. Put it in the chat. I have to rewrite your future, my future. Put it in the chat. I have to rewrite my future. How do I, Deneen, rewrite my future? I'm so happy that you asked me that. Well, you have to speak your future being different. So for me, let's just say if I wanted to rewrite my future, it can't be I always struggle with my weight. It can't be that because that's my future. That's what I'm always is forever. You get always and forever, always and forever, right? Always and forever is a future terminology, right? It's something that's persisting forever, always to the end of time. So in order for me to rewrite my future, I have to create a future to live into. Put it in the chat. I have to create a future to live into. So the future that I want to create to live into is I am healthy beyond belief. I eat well. I cook well. I speak well. I eat fresh fruits and foods and vegetables, and I love them. And it tastes amazing, right? I can wear anything that I want to wear, and I look good in anything that I wear. That's totally different than I always struggle with my weight. Do you get that? But here's the thing: it can't be an affirmation. Put it in the chat. It can't be an affirmation. Because see, affirmations are great when you have changed your mind. Affirmations are not great. They're not as effective when you haven't gotten to the conversation that's causing you not to believe the affirmation that you're speaking, right? So you can post stuff on your mirror, on your walls, and have these affirmations around you. Yes, great motivation. But until you change your mind, it will not affect your real life. Because see, there's a conversation that's creating your real life. Just look around. Just look at whatever it is that's repeating. See, the affirmation don't take the belief away. See, until you actually believe something different, nothing else will appear. So, until I actually believe that I am a healthy human being, and get it, I am a healthy human being. Do y'all get that I do have a lot of great healthy habits? Like for real, really. I really, really do. But the belief system of always having to struggle with my weight overrides even the good habits that I have. Because the belief system is what my world looks like, and it determines the actions and the choices that I make. So yeah, it's great that I'm making collard greens and I eat broccoli and lean meats and everything, but I also eat sweets, bread. Did I say sweets? Did I say bread? When I already know that those particular things with my body type ain't gonna work for me. It's not gonna give me the results that I want. Right? And then we try to tell ourselves, even in moderation, that it would be okay. No, moderation gives you the same results. Remember the conversation that we had about you're either moving forward or you're moving back. Like there's no such thing as being stuck. Put it in the chat. There's no such thing as being stuck. In your body, your muscles, it's the same way. It's either you're building them or they're breaking down, right? It's no standing still. It's just like every day that comes, you're aging. It's just what's so. Now you can embrace it if you want to, but every day you are getting older. You may feel young. You may believe in your heart that you're young. It's going to affect the way you move. It's going to affect the things you feed your body. It's going to affect the way that you show up. But I promise you, you are aging every day. It's just the way. It's the law. It's the system. The law that's in this world don't change because you believe them or you don't believe them. Oh my God. Anna, hi. I was just looking at one of your posts, that beautiful smile. I'm so happy to see you here in this space with us today. So look at here. I got my journey people showing up today. So excited to have you guys here. So good to see you. So listen, back to the conversation. You do get that whatever it is that you believe is what's going to show up. So here's one thing that I want you to get this too as well. Your actions will always align with your point of view. Put it in the chat. My actions will always align with my point of view. So I can pour out all this good information, advice, teaching. If you don't have a changed mind, a different point of view, if you don't believe what I'm saying can happen for you and that you can make these things happen in your life, do you get that your actions will never align with the things that I'm telling you to do? Here's another thing that I want you guys to get with me. Do you get that no matter how much coaching I do, that if you are not taking the action, coaching ain't taking place? Put that in the chat. If I'm not taking the action of my coach, coaching is not taking place. Do y'all get that? I can say as much as I want, but if you don't change your mind, if you don't get that your point of view on how you see life, like I think you should just challenge yourself to be in conversation with your family and friends. Pick something that's happening in the world. See what your point of view is and see what their point of view is. And when you listen to them, maybe they align, maybe they don't. But then discuss the actions that you both would take to make a difference in that situation. Not that you're actually taking it on, but if it was your good work, because put this in the chat, every good work ain't my work. Put it in the chat. Every good work ain't my work. So there's some things that's happening in the world that don't belong to you. And you may even be touched, moved, and inspired by it. But if it don't align with the calling that God has given to you, it ain't your work. So put that in the chat. Every good work is not my work. Every good work is not my work. So I want you to take this on while you're looking at the cycles in your life that you're repeating, the conversations that you continue to have year after year. Do you really honestly believe that you can make a difference in this area? That not that you're changing it or making it better, right? Because remember, changing and making it better is lipsticks on a pig. Right? There may be a better weight loss system that I could try over another one. Or maybe there's another dish that I could try that's maybe tastes better than the other. Do you get it? Has nothing to do with my belief system or whether or not I'm going to struggle with weight for the rest of my life. No matter how good I eat, no matter how clean I eat, no matter how bad I eat. Because see, the belief system is what's going to drive the actions long term. That's why some people can't change things in their life. You got to become someone else. Do y'all get it's in the being? Put it in the chat. It's in the being. And I know I tell you this. I know that we've had this conversation. But until you see, but I get that you don't know what you don't know. So I need you to sit with yourself. Like have a silent day by yourself. Have silent time by yourself and look at what you believe. Listen to the conversations that you are not paying attention to. Because see, you don't know that those things are what's driving you. You don't know that that's why no matter how hard you try, no matter how many things that you study, it's not making a difference. Do you get that? Put this in the chat. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Knowing don't make a difference. It doesn't. I have tons of knowledge. I give tons of knowledge. I pour out tons of things to people, but some of that stuff don't make no difference. Yeah, you may be able to repeat it. You may be able to regurgitate it, but can you look at your life? Can you see the difference that the things that you know has made in your life. There's a lot of things that I know that has made no difference. Why? Because I haven't applied them. See, the word applied is where it's at. Put that in the chat. The word applied is where it's at. Hey, New Tiffany. The word applied is where it's at. So stop collecting a whole bunch of good words. It does nothing to your life or for your life. So I am really contemplating. I want to take on a group of individuals for a year, like a whole year. I want to work together for a year. I want to get how the world occurs for you. Like whatever that breakdown, that upset, that thing in your life that you really, really want to change, that you haven't been able to change, that you see momentum or progress in it for a little while, but then you fall back into some bad habits. I want you to there's a conversation you're having about it that's way stronger than the things that you're trying. It's stronger than the lipstick on the pig, because no matter how much lipstick you put on the pig or the tutu or the crown, do you get that it's still a pig? And it ain't nothing you're going to do. And I don't eat pork, by the way. So don't come bringing no pigs over here, because I don't want none. So no matter how you dress it up, it will be the same thing. So as I share myself with you and I continue to be on this journey to change my mind about my health and the way that I look at this journey, I want you got to do the same thing. And I don't know if it's health related. I don't know if it's your finances. I don't know if it's your career. I don't know if it's you loving yourself. I don't know if it's your home and environment, like you're tired of your house looking crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But whatever it is, your actions will only align with your point of view. So just look at yourself. Look at the things that you're doing and look at what you're saying about it. Even the relationships in your life that you have it for those of us who may be married or may be in relationships, like when you say certain things about, you holding it down, you're doing all the things, right? I have to look at a lot of the things that I struggle with in life is all based on my doing. Like I set it up that way, right? I set it up to be the person doing all the things. And I promise if you look at your life, when you don't request help, when you don't say what's needed and what's wanted, when you don't invite people to participate in the things that you need help in, when you don't open your mouth and ask for help when you know you need to, when you don't say no to people, when you know it don't align, all those things are things that's aligning with you feeling like you got to be the person to do all the things. So if that's your belief system, that's why you find yourself doing all the things. You're overworked, you're overwhelmed, you sad, like all the things, y'all. So listen, just be thinking about it. I don't know if it's you that would want to spend a year with me, but I'm talking about like real transformation, like impact. And I only if you would take the coaching, right? And you're going to do the things, because sometimes you don't want to do the things. Like there's certain things I just don't want to do. And I get that. But I'm looking for people who really want to transform their lives and the lives of the people that's around them. See, the thing that always makes me want to go on a weight loss journey or a journey for my health is when I see people around me doing amazing things in their health. So when you work with me, or for those of you who have worked with me, have you really taken the coaching? Number one, can you look at your life and see the things that you've applied that I taught that has made a difference? And has anyone noticed the difference? Yep. Because see, that's where it is at. It's in the real true impact. When you've made an impact in a way that people can't deny, that is something that you taught or something that you poured into them, you can see it and the people around them can see it. So think about that in the areas of life where you're pouring out and you're set to impact people. Because remember, it's all about how the world occurs for you. See, until I actually understand that about you, I can't help you. But if you're not clear on how the world occurs for you, You'll be pulling at straws and grabbing at information hand over fist, thinking that it's going to make a difference. And I'm telling you, grabbing all this knowledge is not going to make a difference. First, you got to get clear on how the world occurs for you and what conversations you have over there in your world, right here, that's affecting your life. Thank you, Tiffany. Tunsil. So, always looking forward to serving you. Think about it. Send me an email or a text message. If you believe I have impacted your life, tell me how. And what specifically did you apply? And has someone noticed that you've applied this, whatever it is, and that your life has actually changed or that you show up differently? So if not, I would say like definitely that the information is still good, but you ain't taking no coaching, because if so, it would show. You would be taking the action, it would be applied, people would be able to see the difference. Yes. All right. Always looking forward to serving you. Hopefully you enjoyed this conversation. If you want to talk to me, call me. If you want to be in conversation, like call me, set up an appointment, talk to me. It ain't gonna cost you a thing. Get on the Discovery link or whatever. Talk to me. I want to know how your world looks to you. And the only way I could do that is in conversation. A day of silence will be coming. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully you are inside of my database in my email. If you're not, DM me your email address. And if you want to be a participant in the day of silence that's coming up, let me know. Always looking forward to serving you. Thank you, Linda. Always enjoy you. Thank you, Tiffany, the new Tiffany, LaShawn, Anna, Missy. Thank you all for being here. Take this information and sit somewhere in the corner, and I want you to think about how the world occurs for you and what are you actually saying about that thing that keeps repeating in your life that you really want to get a breakthrough in, but you haven't been able to see it. I'm sure it's how the world occurs for you, but your actions will only align with what you believe that's occurring in your world. Nothing else can show up because nothing else is available. I'm live at 5 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Share this video. If you're on my business page, me with the pink jacket, just hit the share button, share it to your personal page, invite people to join my community, to be right here live. It doesn't cost a thing. All I got to do is type in Denise Merriweather at the top. Always looking forward to serving you. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. See you later. I'm live.